What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Training to Go. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024. And you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is the United States presidential election. So, we got a couple of really great candidates, folks. Whoa, I'm just kidding. You guys know that. We're looking at that 5-minute chart right now, folks. 5-minute chart, because if we look at the 1-minute chart, again, I will show you the 1-minute chart. Here is your 1-minute chart. But again, we are live trading right now, folks. You can see from right down here, we got about 15 minutes to go left in the trading day, 15 minutes to go left in the trading day. So if we happen to get a trade in here, folks, you will see live and in action, which I've done this a bunch of times. I've done it a bunch of times where we've been on live, we've been doing the video, and we get a trade. So I talk about specifically what I'm looking for the trade. But again, this is the 1-minute chart right here. This is the 5-minute chart right here. Okay, so I'm looking for, basically what I'm looking for this late in the day is I'm looking for a cross. I'd prefer it to be at a major level, and I want it to be in a relatively thin volume area. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a thin volume area. This heavy blue up here, and again, this is a 5-minute chart. This heavy blue up in here, this is heavy volume. This is a heavy volume area. Price tends to move much more slowly through the heavy volume area. So there's your 5-minute, and this is the 30-minute. So you can see all this big blob of, oh, that's the 1 hour. 30-minute looks like that. So again, it's still a big blob of volume. So it's a lot of volume. It's just more difficult to move through these areas of heavy volume because there's really no incentive. It's hard to push through. Now, once we get into thin volume areas, price tends to move much more quickly. When you've got situations like kind of what we've got going on right now, where we've got thin volume on the 5-minute, but it doesn't agree on the 30-minute, go back to the 5-minute and see what it kind of looks like, only because this is the most recent price action that we're relying on. Obviously, we want to rely on those higher time frames, but again, this is the most recent. Back to that 1-minute right here, folks. So we're going to watch that 1-minute and see if we can find ourselves a trade as we go in. We've got, again, we got about 13 minutes to go before we get going, folks. Now, I didn't do any videos last week. My wife had cancer surgery last week, so I had a lot of doctor's appointments and that kind of thing. So no videos last week, so we're getting back on track. She's home. She's resting. She's doing very well. Thank you everybody that reached out. So yeah, she's doing very well. She's actually sleeping right now. But yeah, so again, what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a cross to the upside, and look at this level right here. So 569.97. We're really going to have to break structure here. So we're going to have to break structure over about 570.03. And again, if we get a close above 570.03, again, that's a structure break back to the upside. You can see it. You could say, well, it's breaking the trend line or whatever. I use the term, it's breaking structure. But then again, we'll look at the 5-minute, kind of see what the 5-minute looks like. And then the 3-minute. I like that 3-minute an awful lot, bouncing off the 9 back to the downside. So you can see this thin volume above this 96. So you see it very thin up in here. Up in here. Again, back to that 1-minute, folks, back to that 1-minute. So we are getting across, but we're between levels right in here. Again, you got a double bottom on the 30 that we established earlier today, but not a big deal. But again, folks, today's the election day. Let's look at this from a daily standpoint and kind of see what it looks like. One day, it would look like a doji earlier today, folks. Let's hide that. There you go. Actually, not too bad. So we got a decent price action, 67 through 72. About $5 worth of movement today, folks. About $5 worth of total movement today. But again, there's your 30. And again, she's not really doing a whole lot. We got about a minute and a half until we get to the old 350 candle. Now, what we're doing right now in here, folks, is we're trying to set up for a double cross to the downside. So essentially, we need to close below 569.73. So at 569.73, and again, you can see the seconds ticking by right here. At 569.73, again, a close below that level right there, folks. That says, okay, that's a double cross to the downside. We open above the 9, close below the 20. That's a double cross to the downside. That's a buyer's tail on the bottom of that stick, folks. Buyer's tail on the bottom. We can still push through. That'd be a fishtail play right here. But again, if we can get a close now below 68, close below 68, and then take this thing down potentially into this thin volume area, again, down at 30, folks. Again, down at 30. So again, a close down below 68 into this thin volume. Again, you can see those buyer's tail. I call them I call them wicks on top, tails on the bottom. You can call them wicks on top, wicks on the bottom. It doesn't really matter. When I say a tail, it's on the bottom. When I say a wick, it's on the top. But again, it's right down. It's trying to get into that thin volume area. Now, because we are late in the day, folks, and we got about 17 seconds until we get 350. Because we are late in the day, make those trades a little bit quicker in the day. Here we go, folks. This could set up again very, very nicely back to the downside. Again, 569.68 close below that level, 569.68. And it looks like we're going to be closing. There it is, there it is, there it is, folks. Okay, brand new stick right here, brand new stick right here. All right, here we go, here we go. See if we can push down, push down. Again, 5 minute looks like that, 5 minute looks like that. So let's see if we can make a target of 39 down here, folks. Target of 39. And again, the play is safe as long as we stay below 69, folks. That's what we want to do. Again, we are trying to push down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, folks. And again, 350. This is the market on close. Market on close. Again, we're looking for 35. We got 40. Now, right down here, folks, we got this thin volume below 30. Thin volume below 30. So if we get down to this level right here, folks, what I'm looking for is a couple of good-sized candles to potentially take us down to 568.90. But again, we have to get a close down below this level. You see this thin volume down here. And again, 5 minute looks like this. Yeah, so it kind of agrees down here at 27 or so, and all the way down to that 90-ish or so. All right, folks, so we got that double cross to the downside, double cross to the downside. Again, trying to get a push, 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 push. Now, watch this. If we breach, let's say 49 to the upside, it could run all the way back up to that 20, or at least a POC up there, folks. So again, watch your levels, watch your level, watch your level. So right now, we're staying safe. We're below that 48, 569.48. Again, trying to get into this thin volume area, again, down below 32. Again, if we can push down there, get a couple more candles. If we get a push down and close below this level, I kind of expect, again, about 90 down there. But again, watch this thing to the upside. Watch 47 or 48 to the upside, because if it pushes back to the upside, there's less volume. There's much less volume. Again, right in here, you can see it very, very clearly. There it goes, folks. So yeah, so we got into that area. There she goes. See if we can push back down. So the thing about the thin volume areas is it can go up and it can go down just as easily, because there are fewer positions being defended. All right, folks, now we're looking to get a fresh cross to the downside, a conservative play. Again, get a close, stay below this 41, 569.41. And again, we're looking for 569.30. Now, this is how I talk through trades, folks. So if you're in our group, so if you're in Trading Decoded, folks, this is exactly how I talk about every single trade during the day. So I talk about the if then, if then, if then. Again, watch this 58 back to the upside, folks. 58 back to the upside. Again, we did not get that close below that 40 into that thin volume area. She's just kind of taking lunch money right now, folks. But again, safety for puts, safety for puts is still about 569.68. So again, that thin volume area. And again, so if you're in puts, and again, I'm talking to my group right now. If you are in puts right now, we need to stay below 68. Oh, POC just moved, POC just moved. Now, if we get below POC at 42, so this is the point at which most volume has been traded on the 1 minute today, folks, or today, right here at this level, 569.42. Again, this is called the POC. If we get below that level, folks, and we got about a little less than 7 minutes to go, below this level, it becomes resistance. When we're above it, it becomes support. So it's tenuous for the puts right at this moment, unless we can get a really, really nice push to the downside, get a little bit of volume that comes in on this stick for about 100,000. That's not really a high volume candle in here, folks. They're just kind of, again, trying to see if we can push it up just a little bit or push it down. For the puts, push it back downside to the puts. Anyway, there it is again. There it is, right? Yeah, watch, because again, folks, we got into that thin volume. And watch 68, watch 68. The continuation play back to the upside, folks. Failed to get into that thin volume area. So guess what it did? It just whoop, back to the upside, back to the upside. So again, folks, this is what we do every single day in Trading Decoded. We do this every single day, folks. And again, let's talk about the day as a whole. Now you can see a couple different lines right here, folks. This is thin volume above this level and thin volume below this level. Starting out at the beginning of the day, folks, we had this beautiful push back to the downside. we had thin volume. We had a thin volume area again up here above 571.54. And again, folks, continuation play back to the upside. Now we've got one more thing that potential at 355, folks. So 355 on this candle right here. See what she can do. But again, folks, this is a play back early this morning. Could not get a close above, so it pushed down. Got a close below 570.84. So we had a thin volume area below this level right in here, and then it pushed down really, really hard. But again, folks, our price action is right around in here, and you can see what it did for the rest of the day. Really, really nice plays for the rest of the day. This was kind of the best setup. There she goes, folks. Making her way back down again, making her way back down. We're going to get back over there again. All right, so again, folks, this is that 355. See if we can get a close below the POC, close below the POC. Personally, I mean, yeah, if we get a close down there below that level into this thin volume, yeah, potentially. We got that double cross here just a minute ago, folks. Double cross to the downside. And I know at least a couple people in the group took this trade. No question about that. Very good. Way to go, chilling. It may happen, Birdie. We never, ever knows. We never know what's going to happen. So we just kind of play what's in front of us, folks. But again, look at that buyer's. Got a big old buyer's tail down here on that 1 minute stick. But again, folks, look at this play back to the downside. This was just a grand and glorious play back to the downside. I took it a couple of different times, 1, 2, 3 times back to the downside. Now, had I been in it up here, I didn't trust it unless we got a close below VWAP earlier. So a close below VWAP got me in, and again, took it down to my level. So back down in here, and then again, breaching levels back to the downside, and again, 3 times on that move back to the downside. It was nice. Best, cleanest play, obviously, of the day. Had a really, really nice run, and I was checking on my wife and eating lunch during this run back to the upside, so nothing in there. But again, folks, we've got about 3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go. Again, a couple minutes ago, we had that double cross to the downside. And yeah, kind of what's in store for tomorrow. I have no earthly idea what's in store for tomorrow, folks. None whatsoever. But I can tell you this: if you enjoy our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is, other than last week, multiple times every week. Sometimes on the weekends. I'm getting ready to do a newsletter series, folks. So the newsletter series will be coming out in the next week or so. And what that's going to do is those the videos that I do, those are going to mirror what I write about in my weekly newsletter. So I write a weekly newsletter, comes out 11 o'clock Eastern time every Saturday. So I will be mirroring. I will also, so I'm going to put out at least 2 of those every week. I'm also going to put out something on a newsletter that I've done in the past. So these are going to be all the trading psychology videos that I've done literally every week since the beginning of the year. So well over 30 of those at this point, maybe 40 at this point, 40, 45. How many ever there are, folks, we're going to get those probably 2 a week until we get all caught up. But again, folks, again, if you like our videos, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to leave a comment. Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, so we go over every single one of these trades, every single day, folks. Then head on over to Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. So check it out, folks. Again, we go through these trades every single day. So if you want somebody that's going to say, hey, this is what I'm looking for in a trade, or I'm in this trade, or this is what I'm looking for. These are the areas from somebody who does it full time, folks. Again, head on over to Trading Decoded. We've got 1.5 minutes to go, folks. 1.5 minutes to go. Now, if you are interested, and by the way, we're going to give you that first week for free. So check it out, folks. If you're interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a super secret strategy that is neither super nor secret. Again, 920trading.com. But again, folks, thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with us today. We greatly appreciate it. Again, come check us out. We go through these trades all day long. And remember, folks, tomorrow's election day. We don't know what's going to happen. No earthly idea. I hope your candidate wins. You know, whomever your candidate is, I hope you do well. Just realize this: they don't care about you. None of them care about you. It's a uniparty, folks. Again, that's my political message for the day. But anyway, folks, hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Yes, I like that, Lighty. I like that very much. I hope everybody has a great rest of the day, folks. We are definitely going to do this tomorrow. As a matter of fact, what I'm probably going to do tomorrow is we're probably going to do some live intraday trading a couple of different times. See if we can do that, folks. But again, hope everybody has a great rest of the day. And again, until tomorrow, we will see you in the markets.